So this is the video for Mother's Day, May 10th, 2026, that I would like to read. It is To Mom and Dad with Love by Charles M. Schulz. It says, Charlie Brown and his friends are getting ready for Mother's Day, but Peppermint Patty is wondering, how do you handle the day without a mom? And then it says, based on the Snoopy Show episode To Mom and Dad with Love by Charles M. Schulz. Adapted by Patty Michaels. (2023). For information about special discounts or bulk purchases, please contact Simon and Squelcher Special Sales at 1-866-506-1949 or business at Simon and SCHULZ.com. It's SCHUSTER. Okay, here we go. It was a bright, sunny morning, but Charlie Brown had no time to enjoy it. He was in a very big rush. Come on, Sally, he called out to his little sister. I can't be late. I'm the one who scheduled this practice. A short time later, Charlie Brown and Sally arrived at the football field. Their coach, Peppermint Patty, was waiting for them, ready to get to work. Asked Peppermint Patty. Good, I like to start my warm-up with 100 jumping jacks. Go, Marcy, loudly blew a whistle. The teammates did as they were told. A few moments later, Pigpen ran onto the field. Sorry I'm late, Coach, he huffed. You better have a good excuse, Pigpen, Peppermint Patty replied. I do, Pigpen said. The line at the candy store sure was backed up due to Mother's Day tomorrow. What? Charlie Brown shrieked. That's tomorrow? I can't believe I almost forgot Mother's Day. The rest of the teammates gasped. It seemed Charlie Brown wasn't the only one who forgot Mother's Day. Cut the chit-chat, Chuck, Peppermint Patty scolded. Now what you're about to see is some real down in the dirt, slam bam, rock'em sock'em football, Marcy. Bring 'em in. Just then Snoopy and Woodstock appeared decked out in football jerseys and helmets. They demonstrated their best football moves. But while Snoopy and Woodstock were busy showing the team their fancy footwork, Charlie was focused on Mother's Day. I never know what my mother would like, Charlie said to Linus. What are you doing? This year I decided to write a special letter to my mom, Linus said. Then he sighed. Unfortunately, I still need to figure out what to say. Charlie Brown frowned. Writing really isn't my strong suit, he admitted. Roses are, violets are. I'm making Mom a gift that will be a true artistic masterpiece, Lucy told her brother Linus. Oh, really? Linus asked. What's that? If I knew, I would tell you, Lucy barked. I'm writing a sonata for my mom, Schroeder told Franklin. I call it You're the Best Mom, in F major. My mom loves hugs, Franklin said. I'm making her a coupon book full of them. Meanwhile, Peppermint Patty was completely focused on football practice. Snoopy got tackled by Woodstock and fell to the ground with a loud thump. Woodstock intercepted the ball and ran down the field. Touchdown, Peppermint Patty, and Marcy cheered. No one was paying attention. They were all still talking about Mother's Day. May I have your attention? Peppermint Patty yelled. Lucy raised her hand. Actually, I need to go to the craft store for art supplies. I need to make more coupons, Franklin said. I still have to work on the last movement of my sonata, Schroeder added. Charlie Brown laughed nervously. Sorry, Coach, he said. I should go too. I'll call you to set it up another practice soon. All right, go ahead and leave, but don't blame me when you lose next season, Peppermint Patty shouted. But not everyone had left the field. Snoopy and Woodstock were taking a well-deserved water break. Woodstock was so excited he accidentally splashed Snoopy in the face. Woodstock giggled uncontrollably. At least someone isn't distracted by Mother's Day, Peppermint Patty grumbled. Woodstock and Snoopy's ears perked up. Mother's Day? They quickly left the field too. Peppermint Patty continued to practice. Marcy cleared her throat. This is all very interesting, sir, but maybe we should do this when the other players are here. No, Peppermint Patty insisted. I refuse to change my plans because of Mother's Day. Do you want to talk about it, sir? Marcy asked gently. No, Peppermint Patty snapped. Sir, Marcy began, I'm really sorry that you don't have a mom. I just don't understand why Mother's Day is such a big deal, Peppermint Patty complained. Mother's Day is dumb. Peppermint Patty sadly walked off the field and went home. A few minutes later, Marcy came by. You should just go home, Marcy, Peppermint Patty said glumly. I'm sure you have some things you have to prepare for tomorrow. It's taken care of, sir, Marcy said. I made cupcakes. She looked over at her friend. I would rather stay here with you. It's the same every year, Peppermint Patty began. I'm having a good day and then someone brings up Mother's Day and suddenly I'm reminded that I'm the only kid that doesn't have a mom. Is there anything I can do to help? Marcy asked. I don't know, Marcy said Peppermint Patty. Can you make Mother's Day go away and never come back again? I'm afraid not, sir, Marcy told her. I didn't think so, said Peppermint Patty with a sigh. Let's go return Chuck's football. A few minutes later, they left the football on Charlie Brown's steps. She let out a loud sigh. I don't know why I get so upset. Maybe because you miss your mom, Marcy asked. I never had a mom, Peppermint Patty said. How could I miss her? Well, Marcy began. Maybe you miss what moms do, like making you cookies and putting a bandage on your finger and singing you songs. Peppermint Patty smiled. I don't miss those things. My dad does all that mom stuff for me. He's the best. Suddenly, Peppermint Patty realized something. Marcy, there are all types of moms, right? She asked. Of course, Marcy replied. Foster kids have terrific moms. So do adopted kids. Some kids even have two moms. Right, Peppermint Patty exclaimed. And even kids like me, with no mom, can have someone who acts like a mom. All those moms deserve to be celebrated. Sure they do, Marcy cheered. Well, that's what I'm going to do, Peppermint Patty exclaimed. I'm going to celebrate my dad. It's so simple. All I have to do is get him one of those Mother's Day gifts. A little while later, Peppermint Patty and Marcy arrived at the store to look for a Mother's Day card. Ugh, Peppermint Patty complained. These cards are all flowery and mushy. She grabbed a nearby intercom. Excuse me, can you show me where I can find a Mother's Day card for my father? Unfortunately, no one could help. I refuse to give up, Peppermint Patty announced. And then here it says, to my mom, crossed out. Mommy dearest, crossed out. Oh, mother of mine, crossed out. While Peppermint Patty continued to search for the perfect Mother's Day present for her dad, her friends were busy with their own Mother's Day projects. But they weren't going so well. Ugh, complained Linus as he struggled to write a letter to his mom. Move over, Linus, Lucy yelled. I need the table to make my special Mother's Day present. It's going to be a portrait of Mom done in watercolor. Lucy quickly painted the portrait. Done, she bragged. She looked at the finished project. I think I'll make something else, she said. Things weren't going much better for Charlie Brown or Sally either. Stay focused, Sally. We need to think of a special gift. Suddenly, Charlie Brown had an idea. Sally, I think I have a plan. Tomorrow we're going to make Mom breakfast in bed. Isn't that messy? Sally asked. Charlie Brown shook his head. We can do a test run first. While Sally went to grab the fancy plates, Charlie Brown gathered flour, eggs, bread, and milk. But little did Charlie Brown know that he had dropped one of the eggs, and a broken egg can be very slippery. I thought you said breakfast in bed wasn't messy, said Sally. So it shows that he slipped on the egg and got it on all over his head. And the flour all spilled on the floor. At the same time, Peppermint Patty and Marcy were still searching for the perfect gift. What about ice skates? Marcy asked. He has weak ankles, Peppermint Patty replied. What about flowers? Marcy suggested. He has allergies, Peppermint Patty said. Some jewelry, Marcy asked. Nice, but too expensive, Peppermint Patty said. How about a cake? Marcy tried. He's more of a salty kind of guy, Peppermint Patty told her. A day of pampering, Marcy asked. He hates cucumbers, Peppermint Patty told her. Write him a song, Marcy suggested. Peppermint Patty threw her hands up in despair. I give up. This is impossible. After Charlie Brown and Sally cleaned up the messy kitchen, they went shopping to look for a gift. How about an ice cream cake? Sally asked. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Charlie Brown said. After they bought a cake and left the ice cream shop, they ran into Lucy. I made this beautiful crown for my mom so she could feel what it's like to be queen for a day. But even though Peppermint Patty's friends had figured out their Mother's Day gifts, she still hadn't. I think if I hear Mother's Day one more time, I'm going to scream, she muttered. Just then, Peppermint Patty and Marcy walked past Charlie Brown, Sally, and Lucy. Charlie Brown was telling Lucy all about the cake they picked out for Mother's Day. Peppermint Patty let out a loud scream. Charlie Brown was so startled that the cake flew out of his hands. Unfortunately, the cake landed directly on Lucy, smashing the cake and her crown to pieces. It's ruined! Look what you did! Lucy shouted. Peppermint Patty gulped. I'm sorry, Lucy, she said. Chuck, it's just... But Peppermint Patty was too upset to finish her sentence, and she ran away. No time to explain, Marcy stammered, chasing after her. Have you ever thought that maybe your anger is really sadness, sir? Marcy asked. Peppermint Patty started to cry. It's okay to cry, sir, Marcy told her. Maybe you could get your dad something else. What are your favorite things to do together? Everything, she said. We play baseball. He taught me all about football, and he loves to hear me laugh. He says it reminds him of my mom. I know how to celebrate Mother's Day, she exclaimed. Tomorrow I'll spend the whole day with my dad. We'll play and talk to each other. Together we'll share the biggest laughs ever. The next day was Mother's Day. Everyone had a great day, celebrating their moms in their own very special ways. So we have cupcakes. It looks like a book or something wrapped with a note. We got jam and toasted bread, music, and hugs. And no one had a better time than Peppermint Patty. She and her dad played football and baseball and told each other jokes. It was the best Mother's Day ever. And that is the story To Mom and Dad with Love by Charles M. Schulz. Happy Mother's Day, everyone.